So, a few months ago I thought it would be a really good idea to create a game to improve my skills on TypeScript. Later, I found that Meta has launched his own platform in Roblox called Horizon Worlds. But I didn't have any good ideas for the game, until I realized that in Roblox there's a really popular game which is not really hard to recreate. I'm talking about Still a Brainrot. So, with all in mind, I start reading, downloading the Horizon Worlds editor in its website. Then I launch it. And I don't know exactly why, but if you stay like 5 minutes or something like that in the main menu, the temperature of the GPU increases a lot for no reason. I guess it's because the game is playing in the background, but I'm not sure at all because there's only the player looking at the skybox. I don't think this is actually really performance demanding, but I don't care, guys. I just want to start the fucking game, please. Moving on, I start the project creating a test map to begin as fast as possible with the scripting part. Yeah, I know it looks disgusting, but I will improve it later, I promise you guys. So, the first thing which I have to implement was associating a base to a player when he joins, teleport him in front of his base and load all of his data. In Horizon Wars, you use events to communicate between scripts, or between server and clients, or as a listener. In fact, you can use an update function as a listener which updates every tick, but Horizon Wars recommends using these events, so that's what I did. The second thing was making the memes walking in the runway, like in the original game, which it wasn't really hard to implement. The easiest way to do this is by spawning memes randomly and spawning when they reach the end. But this is not the only way to do this. Alternatively, you can use a dynamic asset pool where you storage generic assets, then you spawn them with random skin in the runway, and instead of spawning when they reach the end, just change their position to the start and change the skin randomly again. So this method prevents the lag when you will generate if you destroy objects all the time, and in my opinion it's more refined, but because I am lazy as fuck I will use the first method, and now it's working currently. I didn't mention it, but I needed to use a navigation mesh, because if there are structures in the map I would like that memes dodge them in the correct way. Now it's time to finally change this ugly test map for a better one. Now we're talking. I know it looks a little bit off, but for me it's fine. Maybe in the future if this video goes well, I will improve it. Also, I made the stealing and collecting systems that I won't show you in this video because I don't want to make this longer.